Hello, hello. Yeah, hope all y'all can hear me. Okay, hi, I'm Jasline. So today we are going to say a topic that a lot of parents are very interested about, and that is smartphone addiction. Okay, is it for real, parents? And what can you do about it? Right. So okay, let's go and see who we can share this link to, so that we all can actually get more people to know about this topic. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to and here. Okay. So I'm going to share some slides over here. So this is about smartphone addiction. Okay. So parents who wants to know how we can help our children to be more aware and how we can help them. Right. So let's go. So I'm going to share some slides over here. Okay, give me some time. I'll do this present. So I'm a parent. Okay, I'm Jasline here, and Singapore's first tactical parenting strategies. And actually, I have a lot of experiences to share. Okay, about this topic. So that's why I'm here to also, if you're in my life, you also can share with me exactly what your issues are. How you can, what kind of issues that you face. What question you have. So please write in the comments, that I'll be able to get back to you. Yeah, so this is a topic which is very, very, a lot of parents ask me, because I'm a study coach, so I also coach students who are being distracted, okay, because of smartphones, okay, and I deal with both the parents and the children, so I actually know quite a little bit about how the children think and how the parents can do, and those parents who have succeeded, with having their children, they get out of these distractions, okay, and then focus and balance, and also focus on the studies a bit more, okay, compared to previously, right? So this is so if you are in my life right now, you want to share with your friends, please do so. So we'll start in just maybe another 1 or 2 minutes, okay? So give me all the likes and thumbs up, so that I can be I see that you are actually being engaged, and feel free to send me questions, so if I can answer you, I will be able to answer you, right? Okay, so good evening everyone. This is the Friday night, and this is a topic that many parents have actually asked me, hey, why don't you do a topic on this? And actually I'm here to share with everyone, and yes, do share with anyone that among your friends, or your siblings, that you want to share about how we can help our youngsters to stay away from smartphone distractions, or some of them are even addicted, okay? And we also look at the ways that we can overcome, right? Okay, so my story is that, I also have a child that also has this problem about playing on the games, right? Actually, he did one subject he did really, really bad, okay? And from then on, he actually realized that, he should not be focusing so much on games, okay? It was a very lucky thing that, he realized it, and he actually didn't continue. So I'm here to share with you, even my own child also have this issue. So, and also I have a parent, okay, because of the child being distracted, during the primary 6 PSLE, and subsequently he didn't get too well of his PSLE. So he started seeing me as a study coach, so that to get him on the right track. So I guess these are real facts, that it does affect grades for child, okay, and that's when parents are being concerned. Of course, there are other effects such as health, maybe the health aspect as well as the social aspect if your child gets addicted. All right, and okay, yeah. So okay, I'm going to present again. Okay. So anyone who has friends who wants to who think that you or your friend will need this support, or this life that will be suitable for him or her, yeah, please invite. Okay, so I hope you can see me in the screen. Okay, so please stay till the end of my live, because I have my free webinar, okay, tickets to my free upcoming webinar by giving you a link, and there's free ebook and also bonuses, okay, when you come to my webinar. All right. And okay, next. Okay, so is smartphone addiction real? All right. So like what I said in the beginning, it does affect in terms of your health, in terms of your time management, and of course in the middle of it, you can see the studying part of it. Okay, so it becomes more serious, okay, when it affects the studies on health and also your time management. And also friends, some of the students tell me that they don't want to go out anymore, or they don't want to socialize, they just want to use their phone all the time. And of course, you can see the report card over there. It gets the grades starts going down, and then you see that the grades do not meet up, right? And next one. And okay, for me, a little bit myself, for those who do not know about me, I'm an international speaker. I speak on various topics, such as managing emotions, helping your child to get learn better, easier, and also being more resilient. Okay, so this is all my topics and all the conferences that I went to. All right, and I'm also a coach for parents and children, whether they are on parenting strategies to help parents get off the issues, of the children, and also I conducted courses on site. And I have my special framework to help students achieve their grades. Okay, so these are my students, and I have a 3M system, which I'm going to share in my webinar in the link after my live. Okay, so if you're here with me, okay, I have my Facebook page here and also have my YouTube. Okay, so you can search Jasline Locke and you can subscribe to my video. There's more content for you and your child. Okay, yeah. So okay, so let's go to the facts. Okay. 87% of young adults say that their smartphone never leave their side, so that they are always constantly looking at their phones, right? And 80% of smartphone users check their phone within 15 minutes of waking up. So instead of the usual thing that we wake up, brush our teeth, or we do certain things, they actually use the phones. So it does say a lot. These statistics means that there are more and more young people, or users of smartphones that are really constantly using their phones. And what does it entail? Okay, so I actually asked this question to a group of youngsters last week, okay, at an enrichment center. And then one of the girls actually raised her hand. She's 13 years old, and she said that it's the eyes. Yes, that's definitely the important thing, is that too much of the usage of the smartphones will affect the eyesight, right? So that's a very smart answer. And let's see. So signs that you are addicted, okay? So for example, you find yourself you're using phones during meal times, even when you're walking, or even going to the toilet, okay? And then you see that you actually spend more time on the phone than actually interacting with your friends, okay, or talking to them. And you find that some of the parents say that, oh, my child become more like raise their voices, or violent to the parents, okay? And especially when the parents ask them to stop using the phone, okay? So using a phone, and then they do not want to do productive work, okay? Or they want to put the assignment aside, and find that they didn't finish doing their assignments. So it becomes a problem really to students, because basically students will have to finish their assignments, finish their homework as well, right? So they are not able to do it. So it becomes an issue, okay? So this is a sign that is actually affecting your life, and it's a sign of addiction as well, right? So important, we need to know what other things. For example, people say, oh, when I don't have my phone around, I feel very uncomfortable, okay? So that is also a problem, right? It doesn't seem that you're very secure without a phone, right? So let's see there. Actually, I have few tips, okay? So how to prevent the smartphones, okay, of you being addicted, and then taking over your life. Number one, we have to be self-aware. So for parents out here, right, do talk on this topic with your children even before they have a handphone, so that they are more aware that this could happen to you. And actually, I also asked this question to the youngsters in the enrichment center, and they tell me, I asked them, do you know anyone that you feel that they are addicted, okay? So some they say it's their siblings, some say even their parents, and some they say it's their friends, okay? So they are becoming more aware. And the more aware you are, right, you can actually take steps. And actually, most importantly is the person itself has to be aware that they are being addicted. And if they do not do things, it will be too late, and there will be a lot of consequences. So that's the first thing. The child, okay, or youngsters have to be self-aware that, they could be, if they become more serious, they could really be addicted, and there will be consequences, right? So I have some of the ways that I taught the youngsters there is, for example, to limit your phone usage, right? You set specific boundaries, right? You set specific boundaries so that, you know that, okay, without going to, when I'm eating, I'll be properly eating and concentrating. And I'm not like, trying to be distracted, I'm trying to see my phone and talk to my friends at the same time. So we can also set our rules ourselves so that we do not get into the fact that we become too addicted to our phones, right? And importantly, that we should not also use phone in restrooms. Of course, it's because of the hygiene, right? And during social events, like, you're having a family gathering or social gathering, don't use the phones, right? And also, for example, you have some conversations and we should prevent ourselves from using the phone. Okay, we can tuck it aside, put in our bags. Okay, and let's say in the bedroom, we have a rule for ourselves that we don't bring our phones into the bedroom. So some of the youngsters say, hey, I use it as an alarm clock. Okay, let me tell you that there are a lot of other ways of using an alarm clock. You know, you can put the phone away from the, okay, you can actually have an alarm clock that is not from the smartphone. You don't have to have all your alarms on the handphone, right? You can have a separate alarm clock as well. So always start with an easy rule for you to follow, and then you believe in it, and then that's a fun step to preventing smartphone addiction. And for parents, I also suggest that if your child decided, or you and your child decided, these are the rules, both parent and child stick to that. All right, that was our first step, self-aware. Second step is less, because of other than, so I heard a lot of parents say, okay, you know, other than handphones, I also ask the parents, so what other things that you can assign your child to do, right? So of course, some of the parents do not have, or some may say, oh, I gave them to do this practice, that practice, exam paper, mock paper, you know. Yes, that are the things that they have to do, so that they can also take away the time away from the handphone. But what about other activities like, you know, having a passion, you know, doing the arts, doing the sports, or maybe even going out with friends, or cycling, doing some family bonding and gathering as well. So these are all the activities that parents should also be thinking of, you know, instead of just asking them not to use the phone. But other suggestion, or maybe reading books, going to the library, going to the museum, right, or going to the garden or the park. These are all activities that can take up the time of the youngsters and take them away from the handphone. All right. So mastering your studies when free. Okay. Also, I help many parents and students, right? Okay. Importantly, that, you know, we want to help the parents to get assurance that the child is doing the right thing, okay, using the time wisely and not using the handphone all the time. So helping them to get grades is one of the biggest way that, you know, a child or youngsters can actually have a more balanced, you know, because by using the time to actually master your skills, right, you're actually taking away time from the handphone, and that's how you can actually make it happen, right? Prevent yourself from using the handphone too much. And importantly, I teach a lot of youngsters how to be more passionate about learning and how to use study methods that can work and also become easier. So a lot of students say, oh, study is just taking out a book, you know, reading, that's it, and it's boring, right? But actually, I teach a lot of different methods that can make learning much easier, right? So do stay tuned end of my live so that you can go to my webinar to learn about all these methods, right? Okay, let's go. And what about the third way? Okay, these are very specific strategies, you know, that you can implement right away. For example, okay, off the notification. Okay, because notification do distract you, and then you find that yourself are always glancing at the phone, and that's really not a good idea, right? And replies to messages only at certain times, so you don't keep on looking at the phone. You know, you can reply to messages only like maybe 3 times a day, okay, on specific times, and it's also more efficient as well, right? And what about deleting the apps that you don't use? So there's so many apps, you know, that can be distracted, you know, you like to press them all the time, and these are the time that's wasted, and it's not productive. And this is number 5 is keep your phone away when studying. So this is a very useful tip, you know, either you keep away in the bag, you know, or put it in the drawer, and then don't use it for the 2 hours when you're doing your homework. Okay, that is super effective. And number 6, switch off the phone when you sleep. Okay, these are very important even for health habits, you know. Switching off your phone is important. Okay, because at night, you know, the waves of the handphone will be distracting you when you sleep. All right, and let's see what are the apps that, you know, for parents that can also track and restrict your smartphone usage, right? These apps run in the background, so they won't actually distract you. And there are 3 handy apps. Okay, one for Android users is the Rescue Time. So this app will help you understand that your phone usage patterns, and you know how to become more productive. Okay, and also it gives the idea for the parents actually to check, you know, what are the apps that, you know, they are normally using, and are they using something that, you know, using better to use in other areas, or just using the app, for example, a game app, you know, which doesn't really teach you much. Okay, and what about the next one? Okay, the next one is Moment. Okay, for Moment is on iOS, and this app you can track how much you use your iPhone and iPad altogether, and you can also set daily limits. Okay, these are very healthy things that parents can do to help your child cope better with the phone, especially for youngsters who are just at the phone first time, right? And App Detox, it is for Android users. Okay, it helps to set the phone usage rules. For example, you can prevent yourself from opening your email after 8. You can only use the phone at certain times, okay, like certain apps. So these are very useful. Okay, so you can take later. You And in summary, right, smartphones are useful and powerful, but be careful of the misuse, and you must be aware of the impact on smartphone addictions and how it affects you, your loved ones. Okay, so you, as parents, you should also cultivate this as young as possible to your child before they even get the phone, and preventing and overcoming the addiction. Okay, and if you feel that you are having this overwhelming want to use the handphone all the time, this is form of addiction, and getting help is very, very important, right? So this is my link for my free 3M system to ace the exam, which is tomorrow 8:30. So this is the link where you sign up, you also get a free ebook. So if you don't click the link, you don't sign up your email, you will not get the free ebook. Okay, so these are the webinars that I teach children how to use the different study methods, improve their memory, improving their spelling, maths, etc. And also on the other 2 M's will be how your child can learn how to be more passionate and love learning, as well as some of the blockages that child will have and how to overcome them. So do come to my webinar where many parents have already actually learned from me, actually used it on children as well. So stay tuned, and that's all for my Facebook Live. Okay, so thank you so much and see you. Bye bye. Remember to sign up.